Hello and welcome to Forever Motorsports. Joined by myself, Mark, and Reece, who is alongside me. And we've just finished the final qualifying session of the 2023 season. And the news of the day, of course, Max Verstappen once again, as he has done pretty much all season, tops the leaderboards. It's the first time, though, in 6 races that he's managed to finish on pole. In first, Charles Leclerc, brilliant final lap from him into second, and Piastri in third.
Yes, Piastri just getting the better of his teammates in that final lap, where Lando Norris had a bit of a spin in the final sector. Well, not a spin, he had a bit of a drift, rather, and lost a little bit too much time. He was doing a brilliant lap, though, possibly being able to challenge Max Verstappen's pole position time, which would have actually taken pole here today, because Max Verstappen didn't better his time in the end. So, disappointing for Lando Norris, who could have had the possibility of pole, but he will be starting the race from 5th. So to make our way through the top 10, Max Verstappen on pole with a 1:23.445. Charles Leclerc in second, Piastri then starting third. George Russell having a good day in 4th. We thought he would have been able to finish up a little bit higher, but unfortunately, the Mercedes struggled a little bit out here under the lights. They were a little bit faster when the
Temperatures were
was
hotter,
out and
yeah.
it was a little bit hotter, and the other teams seemed to struggle a little bit more, but unfortunate for him. Then Lando Norris, we spoke about him. He finishes in 5, starting there for tomorrow's race. Tsunoda then in 6, Alonso in 7th. He's not been doing too badly. Hopefully that can help him in his title challenge for 4th or 5th tomorrow with Carlos Sainz. Hülkenberg then in 8th, Sergio Perez in 9th because his track time was deleted, and then Gasly in 10th. His track time was also deleted at the end of that Q3 session.
Indeed, and now instead of going from 11th to 20th, we're going to go from 20th to 11th just to go through the qualifying sessions. Of course, Q1 are 5 drivers that were eliminated in that session. Logan Sargent, who could not put any lap times together, he had both of them, of course, deleted for track limits. And Zhou then in 19th with Bottas, his fellow teammate, in 18th. Magnussen in 17th. And Carlos Sainz, the big surprise there in Q1. We lost him in Q1, down in 16th. Very poor time from him. He wasn't able to get into the next qualifying session, which is not good for him in his challenge, as we said, with Lando Norris and even Charles Leclerc now.
Yes.
Charles Leclerc, Lando Norris, and Fernando Alonso can all go ahead of Carlos Sainz now. Carlos Sainz got a lot of work to do to try and hold on to 4th. At this point, he could finish much further down. So terrible start right
3 or 4 positions in a weekend. It's
Exactly.
horrible for him. But it just shows how close the fight is throughout the rest of the field. It hasn't been as dominant of a season throughout the rest of the midfield packs. It's just Red Bull that have rarely been so dominant this season.
Exactly that. So that was Q1. We lost the big name of Sainz. Moving into Q2, we then lost Ricciardo in 15th, Albon in 14th, unfortunately for him, Stroll in 13th, Ocon 12th, and another big name, Lewis Hamilton in 11th. Really, he's not had the greatest weekend. He's been struggling with the car the whole time. He literally said he came into the pits.
He
said, I don't like there's issues.
I think there may be. I mean, they brought the car back to the factory multiple times and have looked for issues like cracks in the chassis, or there must be some fundamental issue as to why Lewis Hamilton cannot get their car higher up. I mean, to not be able to match George Russell, his teammate, it's really, really odd to see Lewis Hamilton not finding the form that we are so used to him having.
And far away as well. Lewis Hamilton's quickest time in qualifying was a 1:24.3. Russell's time was a 1:23.7. That's a whole point, almost 0.8 seconds basically between the two of them. That's shocking for teammates. Realistically, so lots of work needs to happen on Hamilton's car, and they need to really look at what's happening with Hamilton in general and his Mercedes team. So, of course, they are battling it out with Ferrari tomorrow in the race. We still got to wait for any penalties after the session. Of course, there might be some that'll be given as good pace penalties. But Ferrari and Mercedes are challenging for 2nd and 3rd in the Constructors' Championships. Right now, it's advantage, technically, Ferrari / we don't really know, because Leclerc at least is starting up in 2nd, which is the most points, but
Yes.
Russell's up in 4th, and Hamilton's likely to get points, whereas Sainz is going to struggle to get many points. So it's all up
It
in
just
the air still.
depends. Yeah, it really is not decided just yet. So do be sure to join us tomorrow, as well as be sure to check out all of our channel partners. We are joined by BITDEFENDER and BOYLESPORTS on our channel, who are our title sponsors. So be sure to go and check out them in the description below, as well as check out our Discord that we have running for this channel so that you can join our Formula 1 community and stay up to date with all of the latest Formula 1 news. I think just before we wrap up here, we should probably give some predictions for the race tomorrow.
Max Verstappen. I think Max Verstappen will probably win tomorrow. And funny enough, I'm going to say Piastri finishes in 2nd.
I wouldn't be surprised there either. Piastri has some good top-end speed in that McLaren. The Ferrari also really good, though, in a straight line. But I'm going to back Piastri for another podium finish this weekend.
So my prediction I'm going to give first then, off the back of that comment, is Verstappen first, Piastri second, Leclerc in third. I'm going to say Russell's actually going to finish in fifth. I reckon Norris gets ahead of Russell, which could be crucial for that championship, the Constructors' Championship fight between Ferrari and Mercedes, because of course, number of points for second versus fifth, huge difference. Hamilton will get into the points. Sainz will also get into the points. Just don't know how much. But that's my prediction. Verstappen, Piastri, Leclerc.
I'm going to go very similar to that. I'm going to go Verstappen, Piastri, Russell.
Sure.
So
Which horse do you back, Mercedes
I'm
or
backing
Ferrari?
Mercedes for the constructors' second place. I'm assuming you're backing Ferrari.
I'm backing
so
Ferrari.
It's all to fight for tomorrow. Do be sure to join us for that.
Indeed. So thank you guys so much for watching here. This was the F1 qualifying review here on Forever Motorsports. You'll catch the main race on Forever Sports with myself, Mark, and Reece alongside me, of course. And you'll catch it with our channel sponsors, as Reece mentioned, BITDEFENDER and BOYLESPORTS. Thank you so much for watching in what is a very hot South Africa right now. It's also quite hot near track time. And it'll be at 3 o'clock South African time tomorrow. It'll be track time, I believe, 5 o'clock.
5 p.m.,
and
yeah.
British Standard Time, or GMT, will be 1 o'clock. So lunchtime for everybody for the